Our parents give us impressions of what masculinity and femininity are, but what happens when they are not good role models of these? First, let me know if any of these resonate with you. Let me know if you've ever had a mother who shamed you for wanting to be beautiful. Maybe she pointed out every time you had on makeup, or grew frustrated at you for wanting to wear nice clothes or wear your hair a certain way. Let me know if you had a mother who placed so much fear in you about men and the world. Maybe she said that if you were to wear a certain outfit, you were giving men the permission to hurt you. What about mothers who would belittle you in front of other men for their validation? Let me know if you experienced a mother who was comfortable speaking about your body. Maybe she told you that you were overweight or too skinny. And of course, there are so many other things that determine a toxic mother. This list is not exhaustive by any means. So leave a comment down below of the other instances you might have dealt with a toxic mother. As I always say in my videos, femininity thrives in environments where we feel safe, provided for, protected, and loved. How on earth are you going to be feminine when you've been taught to hate your body? That feminine energy is going to be blocked inside of you because you're not comfortable with yourself. You cannot feel free and playful when you are hyper aware of your personality or your body or your appearance. When you are constantly concerned about your image. Another example would be if you are in a constant state of fear because your mother taught you to be. Fear that you won't buy your dream house one day. Fear that every man you run into is going to hurt you. Fear that you'll never reach financial abundance because you've been taught that your dreams are unrealistic. Perhaps your mother tried to pollute your mind with all of these limiting beliefs about what can't be done and what's not possible and how you don't have the money for blah, 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 blah. And now you're a woman and you're growing into your womanhood and you have these big goals that you want to achieve. You want to buy a home one day. You want to be in a healthy relationship with a masculine man. You want to travel the world. But you feel so restricted by the toxic beliefs your mother has taught you. Here are 5 tips to unlock your femininity and step into an abundant life of love, wealth, and joy. Number 5. Become aware of all of the limiting beliefs and challenge them. Okay, so I want you to create 4 lists on a piece of paper. Write a list for relationships, money, people, and safety. And under each list, you are going to write down all of the limiting beliefs you have around these 4 categories. For instance, limiting beliefs around money could be, money is scarce and hard to obtain. And it is selfish and evil if I want to obtain financial abundance. Limiting beliefs around safety could be, it is not safe for me to live on my own, or everywhere in the world is dangerous, and so on. Write these down, look at the list, and start challenging them. Beside each limiting belief, you're going to write the exact opposite. Instead of saying money is scarce and hard to obtain, you will write, I am abundant and money comes to me naturally. Instead of saying men are evil and dangerous, start saying there are so many good men in this world and I trust my intuition to check their character. Start challenging these beliefs and watch yourself grow and exude more confidence. Number 4, set boundaries. I know not everyone can do this, but start saying no. Start saying that you found a comment disrespectful. If you don't want her coming to your place unannounced and she keeps doing it, call her out on it and set those boundaries. If you live with her and she keeps coming in your room when you're not there, call her out on that too. Let her know that this is your sacred and safe place and you want her to honor that. The trick is to never say any of this out of anger. Don't yell at her or intentionally start an argument, because once she starts getting defensive, she will go on attack mode and will not listen to a word you say. And then you guys get into the same arguments that you've been getting into for the last few years. Number 3, focus on the life that you want. Now this is for all of my girlies that live with their mother. It is so much easier to live with her when you know that your dream life is waiting for you. When you know that you have an apartment that you're looking at, or a house that you're looking at, or maybe you want to travel the world. Whereas if you were living with her and you don't see that light at the end of the tunnel, you're going to be far more reactive to what she says, because at the end of the day, you want to create that cohesion and ease the tension in the house. But if you know that your dream life is waiting for you, if you know that one day you're going to move out very soon, you become less reactive. So start focusing on the life that you want. Create vision boards. Print out pictures of the house or the apartment that you're looking at and put it on a piece of paper and stare at it every morning and every night before you go to bed. And realize that one day, someday soon, you are going to eliminate the stress that you're dealing with right now. Number 2, start pitying your mother, but express gratitude for her. Now, this may sound a little bit harsh, right? But you know those elderly people that have dementia and they say all of these mean things that they don't really even know that they're saying? Like they can't control it. Start looking at your mother like that, because at the end of the day, she probably grew up in toxic environments as well. And she's just taking on all of that trauma and putting it out towards you. So instead of feeling angry that she thinks this way, start feeling bad for her, right? And then you become less attached to the insults that she spews towards you. You have to also express gratitude, because you have a lot of people who don't have a mother at all. It is okay to not believe in what she believes in. Start feeling bad that she grew up in an environment where she wasn't allowed to be feminine in the first place. And finally, and number 1, consider changing your environment. At a certain point, you're going to realize that enough is enough. There are going to be certain people in your life that are going to try to stop you from living the dream life that you've always wanted to live. And in this case, it's your mother. And at this point, you want to understand that you need to move on. Move on and experience all of the joy and the abundance that life has to offer. At the end of the day, I want to speak light into my audience's dreams. I don't care what environment you grew up in. I don't care what situations and experiences you've dealt with. You can truly do anything you want to do. And I say this with confidence. I'm very sorry that you're dealing with a toxic mother in your life, but I am truly confident that you will overcome this. And on that note, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye, sis. Love you.